I think one other aspect that we have not touched on is audits.
Yes.
So you get a notification of audit from SARS. You
Yes.
are going into panic mode. I
know that.
You are thinking, oh God, something went wrong, or they've been watching me with binoculars
Yes.
and monitoring my movements. So I think with that's another fear that happens with taxpayers. But I don't think you should just go and get someone qualified to talk you through the process.
Yeah.
We are here, obviously. So you talk through the process. So what happens usually is SARS will send you a notification and say, look, we are auditing you and we require these documents. After you've filed, that's another process that they go through. So you need to now get in touch with a qualified person and they'll talk you through those documents. And if you have any disputes with SARS after that, also that's another process, but do not fret. The documents that are required, a person can talk you through them. For example, you have a retirement annuity,
Yes.
right? And you claimed deductions based on that. But now SARS is saying, no, we want to audit you. We want this document or proof that you've been making this payment. So what do you do then? You talk to a person, what next?
Yes.
You understand? So yeah.
And also, I think one thing that can guide you in a way is that I think one thing that we miss when Natasha was speaking about, or when you had a question about what's the difference between an accountant or a tax accountant or a tax practitioner,
Yes.
is that one thing that you need to understand is that there's a difference between accounting treatment of certain transactions or certain income that you have
Yes.
and a tax treatment.
Yes.
This is where in this case, why wasn't even abantu abakhuza because people were getting taxes filed by any person.
Yes.
So SARS said that no, we need to have a mechanism where we control who files for who. So they
Yes.
introduce a certain act which is for administrative purposes.
Ah.
For you to be a TP, you need to jump certain hoops. Have certain integrity, so that when you do a particular filing for a person, you can be held accountable because you know all the rules and regulations
Yes.
pertaining to that.
Yes.
So I think also that can be able to guide you. And also don't think that the profit that you have made for accounting is the same as the profit that you have made for tax. Even though in tax we don't refer to as profit, but yeah.
Let's just
let's just
Yes,
yeah.
simplicity. I love that. I think you all touch base on something which is very interesting, which is do not blame the accountant, right? So now I'm going to ask on behalf of everyone who's watching, what is the basic information that I need to know as a person to educate myself so that I know what to ask you? I know how to equip myself to be able to be accountable as well as an individual. Because I think what a lot of people do is I just come to you and trust everything that you do on my behalf. So what are the basic informations? What can I do from my side if I'm coming to you to get help?
Okay, so the whole month of July, every week, which is why, Nancy, let me start with this. For the whole month of July,
Yes.
we have masterclass sessions, which will then go deeper in terms of the tax profiles from income.
Did you get that, guys? Masterclasses.
They will be posted on our YouTube, new
Yes.
YouTube channel. It was opened. We made a decision because before we were gonna charge for attendance for all the masterclasses. After this, all the masterclasses that was gonna be free. But the information is very important
Yes.
for the growth of our community. So all the masterclasses are now gonna be freely accessible on our YouTube channel that currently does not have any subscribers. So go and subscribe. The first session will be posted by Monday. This session will be posted by Monday. Wednesday, we already have a session. Let me tell you the masterclasses that are coming through. We have a session, the next week's sessions will be focused on talking on the documentation when you're earning employment income.
Yes.
We will look at your RP5s because when you're getting automatically assessed, if you got an SMS already from SARS saying your return has been submitted, you have a refund due, you're automatically assessed. They say through that process, go to your profile, look at what was submitted on your behalf, and then assess it. Next week, our masterclass for next week will be touching on the things that are affecting employment income on that path.
Yes.
Every week, the timetable seems we've given the timetable. Trump, you've done the timetable, yes?
Yes.
We've done the timetable. We will share it online. We'll share it with Sims every week on that YouTube channel that currently has no subscribers. There will be lessons that go deeper in each type of income. There is one, I think by the third week of July, we have an investments masterclass where we'll just be looking at what happens taxes, and when you have investment, what are the implications for that? What are the
Yes.
documents that you need to have?
Yes.
It's, to be perfectly honest, everything is available on the SARS websites. They've done so many, guys. This is one of the things. I work for government. When we talk about other government taxes, we always say SARS has done this. Because that website is actually quite detailed, good people. You can Google and find these things, especially if you're someone who learns things by themselves. It's just, again, when you say, I don't understand, come to the professionals.
Yes.
The website is there. So I won't go into responding deeper into what you need to have, because each session that we're gonna hold over the next few weeks are gonna cover what each type of income requires as far as we can take it.
Natasha, one thing we spoke about
Yes.
between me and you is there are other types of taxpayers, right?
Yes.
So if you're a taxpayer and you're working overseas, right? You're
yeah,
still a
I want
tax.
this conversation.
You're still a tax resident here in South Africa, but maybe you are working in, let's say, Dubai,
Or Korea.
right? Or Korea. I see that's where you want to go. So what about me then? Am I
Yes.
still going to pay taxes in South
Yes.
Africa? If you're a tax resident in South Africa, you are taxed on your
What does it
worldwide
mean to be
income.
a tax resident? So before you continue.
You know, it's very technical, but if you are now a South African, right?
Yes.
You are born here, you are raised here, it's where you will die. So
There's even case law that speaks to the fact that it's the place that you return back to.
yes.
After Umhlaba usukushayile.
Yes.
So you're a
So,
resident.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so after all your endeavors in life,
Yes.
or after all your traveling, uzoshona la.
That answer.
You understand? So you were born here, you've registered with SARS, you worked here before, you are a tax resident. Now you go and work in Dubai, right? You are earning income, not South African sourced income, but it's sourced in Dubai, right?
Yes.
So the first 1.25 million of that income is exempt,
Okay.
right? That was brought in because now everybody wants a piece of the pie. All the countries now want a piece of the pie, right? Before then, you could go free and you will not be taxed because you are not sourcing your income here in South Africa and you've been away for more than 183 days.
Yes.
Right? But that's very important. The days are also important. But now South Africa also wants a piece of the pie because a lot of people have been manipulating the system.
Yeah.
So if you are earning more than 1.25 million, the excess of that 1.25 million, SARS wants it.